If you hate a person, you hate something in him that is part of yourself. What isn't part of ourselves doesn't disturb us. The true profession of man is to find his way to himself. One never reaches home, but wherever friendly paths intersect, the whole world looks like home for a time. I live in my dreams, that's what you sense. Other people live in dreams, but not in their own, that's the difference. I have been and still am a seeker, but I have ceased to question stars and books. I have begun to listen to the teachings my blood whispers to me. Some of us think holding on makes us strong, but sometimes it is letting go. I have always believed, and I still believe, that whatever good or bad fortune may come our way, we can always give it meaning and transform it into something of value. Our mind is capable of passing beyond the dividing line we have drawn for it, beyond the pairs of opposites of which the world consists. Other new insights begin. Each man's life represents a road toward himself. People with courage and character always seem sinister to the rest. I would like to spend the whole of my life traveling. If I could anywhere borrow another life to spend at home. It is not our purpose to become each other. It is to recognize each other, to learn to see the other and honor him for what he is. One day I will find the right words, and they all will be simple. Every age, every culture, every custom and tradition has its own character, its own weakness, and its own strength, its beauties and cruelties. It accepts certain sufferings as matters of course, puts up patiently with certain evils. Not every truth is the better for showing its face undisguised, and often silence is the wisest thing for a man to heed. Solitude is independence. It had been my wish, and with the years I had attained it. It was cold, oh, cold enough, but it was also still, wonderfully still and vast, like the cold stillness of space in which the stars revolve. What could I say to you that would be of value, except that perhaps you seek too much, that as a result of your seeking you cannot find? A true seeker could not accept any teachings, not if he sincerely wished to find something. I can think, I can wait, I can fast. Some of us think holding on makes us strong, but sometimes it is letting go. If I know what love is, it is because of you. What you can do or dream you can do, begin it. Boldness has genius, power, and magic in it. The only way to deal with this life is to find an equilibrium between light and shadow. If I find in myself desires nothing in this world can satisfy, the only logical explanation is that I was made for another world. There is no reality except the one contained within us. The only reality we can ever truly know is that of our perceptions, our own consciousness. You must find your dream, then the way becomes easy. Love is not consolation, it is light. Man is not by any means a fixed and enduring form. He is much more an experiment and a transition. Our mind is capable of passing beyond the dividing line we have drawn for it, beyond the pairs of opposites of which the world consists. Other new insights begin. To be able to throw one's self away for the sake of a moment, to be able to sacrifice yours for a woman's smile, that is happiness. Everything that happens to us leaves some trace behind. Everything contributes imperceptibly to make us what we are. Words do not express thoughts very well. They always become a little different immediately after they are expressed, a little distorted, a little foolish. You only fail if you stop writing. I can see it today as it will be 100 years from now. Onward rushed the swiftness of our lives, passing us by, not touching us, as though it were the breath of the wind. Learn what is to be taken seriously, and laugh at the rest. The wise man doesn't give the right answers, he poses the right questions. The call of death is a call of love. Death can be sweet if we answer it in the affirmative, if we accept it as one of the great eternal forms of life and transformation. One never reaches home, but wherever friendly paths intersect, a whole world looks like home for a time. Within you, there is a stillness and a sanctuary to which you can retreat at any time and be yourself. Most people are like a falling leaf that drifts and turns in the air, flutters and falls to the ground. But a few others are like stars which travel one defined path. No wind reaches them. They have within themselves their guide and path. The truth is lived, not taught. For me, trees have always been the most penetrating preachers. I revere them when they live in tribes and families in forests and groves. All the knowledge I possess everyone else can acquire, but my heart is all my own. Man is not a machine that can be remodeled for quite other purposes as occasion demands, in the hope that it will go on functioning as regularly as before, but in a quite different way. He carries his whole history with him. In his very structure is written the history of mankind.